Location: outer rim of the Galactic Council space. Trading station Haven's Rest. Main characters: Commander Vex, reptilian Saurian fleet commander, arrogant and dismissive Captain Nera, blue-skinned Aquarian tactical officer, skeptical but cautious Trader Joe, gruff human merchant, weathered and mysterious Admiral Kron, insectoid hive mind leader, coldly logical plot outline. The story opens at a bustling alien trading station where various species gather. Commander Vex of the mighty Saurian Armada boasts about their upcoming conquest of a primitive human colony world. The conversation turns to rumors of a single human warship that supposedly destroyed entire fleets. Most aliens laugh at these stories. Humans are seen as weak, their technology primitive, their ships small and unremarkable. But Trader Joe, sitting quietly in the corner, just smiles and sips his drink. When pressed, he tells them about the Ghost, a human ship that appears from nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. The aliens dismiss his words as typical human bluffing. Admiral Kron's tactical analysis shows humans have only basic weapons and simple armor. Their ships are tiny compared to the massive dreadnoughts of the Galactic Council races. Vex announces his armada of 200 ships will crush the human colony of New Terra within days. The other species place bets on how quickly it will fall. Some say hours, others give it a full day at most. Joe finishes his drink and stands to leave. Before walking away, he quietly mentions that humans have a saying: "It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog." The aliens don't understand what he means. The part ends with Vex's massive armada departing for New Terra, confident in their overwhelming numbers and firepower. Long-range sensors show no significant human military presence, just a few cargo ships and mining vessels. Victory seems certain. Location: human colony New Terra. Humble farming world. New characters: Governor Adams, elderly human leader. Calm under pressure, General Stone. Grizzled human military commander Dr. Webb. Human scientist, Nervous Bot. Determined Maya, young human communications officer. Plot outline: on New Terra, the human colonists go about their daily lives. It's a simple farming world with about 50,000 people. Children play in fields while adults tend crops and livestock. The planet seems defenseless. No orbital platforms, no massive defense grids, just a small spaceport and basic infrastructure. Governor Adams receives the warning about the incoming armada. Instead of panic, there's quiet determination. General Stone, a veteran of previous conflicts, calmly begins preparations. But these aren't the preparations the aliens would expect. No frantic weapons manufacturing or desperate evacuation plans. Dr. Webb works in a small laboratory, making final adjustments to something. Her hands shake slightly, but her resolve is firm. She knows what's coming, and she knows what must be done. The colonists begin moving to underground shelters, but not out of fear. It's practiced, orderly, like they've done this before. Children ask questions, and parents answer honestly, but without alarm. Some bad people are coming, they say, but it will be okay. Maya monitors long-range communications, tracking the approaching armada. She reports their numbers to General Stone to 200 ships, multiple battle cruisers, enough firepower to crack a planet. Stone just nods and makes a single encrypted transmission to deep space. The message is simple: package requested. Coordinates attached, standard terms. The response comes back quickly. Understood. 8 to 6 hours. Payment in advance as usual. Stone transfers a significant amount of credits to an unmarked account. Governor Adams asks if it's worth the cost. Stone replies, "Freedom always costs more than slavery, but it's always worth it." As night falls on New Terra, the colonists settle into their shelters. Above them, stars twinkle peacefully in the dark sky. Somewhere among those stars, Vex's Armada approaches, confident in their superiority. But also among those stars, something else moves through the void. Something that doesn't appear on any sensors, doesn't register on any scanners. Something that has been waiting for this call. The ghost is coming. Location: deep space. Edge of new Terra system. New characters. Captain Cross, human captain of the Ghost. Calm and experienced Lieutenant Fox, human weapons officer. Young but skilled Chief Torres, human engineer, keeps impossible tech running plot. Outline: Vex's Armada drops out of hyperspace at the edge of the new Terra system. 200 warships spread out in perfect formation. A display of overwhelming power designed to intimidate any defenders. Long-range scans show the planet is defenseless, just as intelligence reported. The Armada's sensors detect only civilian. Traffic: cargo haulers, mining ships, a few passenger transports trying to flee. Vex orders some ships destroyed as an example. The explosions light up space as innocent vessels are vaporized without warning. On the flagship, Captain Nira reviews tactical data. Something feels wrong, but she can't identify what. The humans are too calm in their communications, too organized in their evacuation. In her experience, terrified prey doesn't behave this way. Admiral Kron agrees. His hive mind calculations suggest this is either a trap or the humans have gone insane from fear. Either way, the solution is the same: complete annihilation. But as the Armada advances toward New Terra, something impossible happens. A ship appears on their sensors. Just one ship, small by galactic standards, perhaps 800 meters long. It's sleek, dark, and somehow seems to absorb sensor readings rather than reflect them. The ship's design is unlike anything in known databases. It doesn't match human technology files, yet it's transmitting human identification codes. The call sign reads, UE's Ghost, Independent Contractor. Vex laughs. One small ship against his mighty Armada? He orders it destroyed immediately. 20 of his best fighters launch toward the mysterious vessel, weapons charging, confident this will be over in seconds. The Ghost doesn't run. It doesn't even change course. It simply waits. Captain Cross sits in the Ghost's command chair, watching the approaching fighters with calm eyes. 20 fighters, he observes. They're either very confident or very stupid. Lieutenant Fox checks his weapons panel. All systems green, Captain. Shall I begin? Make it quick, Fox. We have a schedule to keep. What happens next defies everything the aliens thought they knew about physics, about warfare, about humans. The Ghost doesn't fire conventional weapons. Instead, reality itself seems to bend around the ship. The 20 fighters simply cease. Not destroyed, not disabled, they vanish as if they never existed. No explosions, no debris, no energy signatures. They're just gone. The Armada's sensors show impossible readings. Whatever the Ghost just did, it consumed energy equivalent to a small star going supernova. Yet there was no flash, no radiation, no warning. For the first time in centuries, Vex feels something he'd forgotten existed. Fear, location, space battle. Around new Terra system focus. Full Armada versus single human ship plot outline. The destruction of 20 fighters without a trace sends shockwaves through the alien Armada. Vex demands explanations from his scientists, but they have none. The energy readings are impossible. No known technology could generate that kind of power from such a small vessel. Captain Nira suggests retreat, but Vex's pride won't allow it. He orders the entire fleet to focus fire on the Ghost. 200. Ships unleash everything they have: plasma cannons, quantum torpedoes, antimatter missiles. Enough firepower to shatter moons. Concentrates on one small human vessel. The Ghost doesn't dodge. The barrage strikes it directly, creating an explosion visible from the planet's surface. For a moment, the aliens celebrate. Nothing could survive. That assault dot, but when the energy dissipates, the ghost remains. Not just intact, completely undamaged. It sits in space, like the attack never happened. Its dark hull reflecting nothing. Captain Cross opens a communication channel. His voice is calm, almost bored. "Are you finished?" "Because I have work to do." The aliens realize they're facing something beyond their understanding. Admiral Cron's hive mind runs thousands of calculations, searching for weakness or explanation. All results return the same conclusion: impossible. The ghost begins to move, not toward the Armada, but around it, like a shark circling prey. As it moves, ships begin disappearing. Not destroyed, simply ceasing to exist. 10 ships vanish, then 20, then 50. Each disappearance is silent, instantaneous, leaving no trace. Panic spreads through the Armada. Captains break formation, some trying to flee, others attempting desperate attacks. Nothing works. The ghost continues its methodical hunt, erasing ships from existence with surgical precision. Vex screams orders, but his fleet is falling apart. His mighty dreadnought, pride of the Saurian military, fires everything at the ghost. The human ship doesn't even slow down as it approaches. Chief Torres, monitoring the ghost systems, reports to Captain Cross. Power levels holding steady at 15%. Structural integrity optimal. "We could do this all day." "No need," Cross replies. "The point has been made." The ghost positions itself directly in front of Vex's flagship. Through the view screen, the alien commander sees the human vessel up close for the first time. It's beautiful in a terrifying way. Smooth lines that seem to bend light itself. Surfaces that appear solid, yet somehow ethereal. A new voice joins the communication channel. It's Governor Adams from New Terra. "Commander Vex, you came here to conquer a defenseless world. You've killed innocent civilians and threatened children. The ghost operates under our contract, but the choice of your fate is ours." Vex's voice cracks as he responds. What do you want?" "Leave," Adams says. Simply. "Take your remaining ships and go. Never return to human space. And tell your leaders that humans are not as defenseless as they appear. Of Vex's original 200 ships, only 47 remain. The ghost has erased 3/4 of his armada without apparent effort. The survivors are traumatized, their crews barely functional. Location: various locations, fleeing Armada, New Terra, Galactic Council Chambers resolution. Story's aftermath and implications, plot outline. The surviving ships of Vex's Armada flee. The new Terra system in complete disarray. What was meant to be a glorious conquest has become the worst military disaster in galactic history. 3/4 of the fleet simply vanished, erased by a single human vessel that seemed to defy physics itself. On New Terra, the colonists emerge from their shelters to resume normal life. Children return to schools, farmers tend their crops, and life continues as if nothing happened. But everyone knows they've witnessed something extraordinary. Governor Adams meets with Captain Cross as the ghost prepares to depart. The mysterious ship sits in orbit like a dark angel, its presence both comforting and terrifying. The Council won't let this rest, Adams warns. They'll want to know how we did it. Cross smiles grimly. Let them wonder. Fear of the unknown is often more powerful than fear of the known. Dr. Webb approaches, carrying a data pad with payment confirmation. Your fee has been transferred, Captain. Same rate as the Centauri job? Standard rates for standard work, Cross confirms. Though I admit, 200 ships was more entertaining than the usual pirates and raiders. The ghost departs as mysteriously as it arrived, vanishing from sensors the moment it enters hyperspace. No trace remains except the empty space where 153 enemy ships once existed. Back at Haven's Rest trading station, news of the disaster spreads quickly. Trader Joe sits in the same corner, listening to wild stories and conflicting reports. Some aliens claim the humans have secret weapons. Others insist it was some kind of illusion or trick. Commander Vex, broken and defeated, tries to explain to a tribunal of his superiors. His story sounds insane. A single ship that erased entire squadrons, weapons that bent reality, humans who showed no fear in the face of overwhelming odds. One ship? Admiral Kron questions. You lost 153 vessels to one small human ship? It wasn't just a ship, Vex whispers. It was something else, something that shouldn't exist. The tribunal doesn't believe him. Military leaders rarely accept impossible explanations for crushing defeats. They assume cowardice, incompetence, or human trickery on a massive scale. But word spreads throughout the galaxy anyway. Captain Nira, one of the few survivors who witnessed everything, meets privately with intelligence officers from various species. Her report is clinical, factual, terrifying. She recommends immediate reclassification of human military capabilities from minimal threat to unknown, extreme danger. The Galactic Council debates response options. Some want immediate investigation. Others suggest diplomatic contact. A few recommend quarantine of all human space. But they all agree on one thing. The rumors about human capabilities were apparently not rumors at all. Months later, Joe receives a coded message at Haven's Rest. It's from Captain Cross. Contract completed successfully. Client satisfied. Ghost returning to deep patrol. Next availability in 6 months. Joe deletes the message and orders another drink. Around him, aliens whisper about the mysterious human ship that turned an Armada to ash. Some call it impossible. Others call it a hoax. But the smart ones, the survivors, they know better. They know that somewhere in the dark between stars, the Ghost continues its patrol. And they know that humans, despite their small worlds and humble appearances, are protected by something the galaxy has never seen before. The rumors are no longer rumors. They're warnings, and wise species listen to warnings. The end.